So, good morning, or just say good evening to the outside of the world. It's me, the Lock Robster, the MNLove LA, bringing you a new vlog. And if you've seen the topic, it's a very controversial topic. It's actually suggested by a couple of viewers of mine that I should talk about since no one is actually talking about it. Blatantly obvious, they would say. But, I wrote some notes about it regarding this just to see how obvious the topic is. So you already read the subject. Favoritism, prevalent, MNL48, question mark. Well, like I said, I did gather notes on it regarding this, and it's very interesting to tell you the truth. Yeah. Okay, so I'm prepared to get hated or bashed for this topic because I guess some of you MNLoves might think that I'm bashing your Kami-oshi or your oshis. But it's not regarding, I do not hate them. Hey, believe me, I support MNL48 as much as anybody. I'm just showing the prevalent, what I could see as favoritism within the group because some girls are getting more exposure than others, despite the fact how long they've been in the group or how short. Okay, so I mean, I guess, I just want to point out, make everyone happy, or at least the members happy. It should give them the chance to go out there and spread their wings in a way. So if you're arguing that, I mean, AKB48 does it, with their Kami 7, Takamina, Kochiharu, Yuko, uh, Achan, Mariko, uh, Minami, is it? Yeah. Michan, there you go, that's her name. Michan, Yukirin, Mayuyu, uh, all that, but yeah, that's all well and good because they are the popular members as voted by fans. Yeah, and they will always be in the at least the Senbatsu top 16 or the Kami 7. Yeah, like that. But I mean, but that's where there's a big difference between that and MNL48. Okay, so let's point out to one that's been presented to me that there's clear favoritism involved. Okay, so last October 4, ABS-CBN welcomed MNL48 to be part of the family of ABS-CBN, basically a kapamilya, which is another puzzling topic in itself since they did start at Showtime. So are you saying that since that Showtime edition up to October 4, they were not really part of the network? Uh-huh. Okay, so moving on from that, since that's not really what I like to talk about right now. Since not all the 48 girls could be present for the press conference, they're represented by 9 members. Yeah. So we have Sheki, Sella, Abby, Bray, Colleen, Rance, Belle, Gab, and Jamie. Okay. Okay, what got me feeling strange regarding this is, okay, MNL48 is in the second year. So shouldn't the second year members who were voted at least in the Kami 7 been here in this press conference? I mean, I was wondering why Alice is not there. I was wondering why Ali is not there. Okay, we could give in the arguments that maybe they're busy at school, especially Alice, like that. But I mean, this is an important event. I mean, you would think the management would let the Kami 7, or at least part of the Senbatsu, the actual Senbatsu for the second year, be here. Okay, be here at this momentous event, so to say. Yeah, so it's because some of the names that I've mentioned out, they're always there at the big events. For example, the past two Asia Fests. Yeah. So yeah, let's see. The Bangkok one. We got Sheki, Abby, Sella, Bray, Colleen, Gab, Mari, Rance, Faith, and Chem. And the for Shanghai one. Sheki, Abby, Sella, Bray, Colleen, Rance, Bell, and Kay. Okay. So yeah, you're hearing repeated names. I mean, even in the Shanghai Asia Fest itself, you would think they would send Ali uh, with them since she is the second year center for MNL48. But no, for some reason they didn't. So yeah, you can argue that maybe it's because of school. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Yeah. So this is gonna be kind of like the way this vlog is gonna go. I mean, I could argue the obvious, but then I'm going to defend it in a way. All right. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning in a way. So let's say in during the Showtime days. Okay. So I know from what information I gathered. Let's see here. During that, I guess the voting like every week where they named the top 10, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, China and Shira seems to come out all the time. Yeah. So obviously they're popular with members. I mean, in a sense, SL was as well. Yeah, and as well as Tin. Yeah. So Tin obviously made the Senbatsu, while SL, China, and Shara did not. Okay. But it's been proven that through this during the Showtime auditions that they are very popular members. So when MNL48 got formed, it's a kind of a puzzle, or it's just puzzling to me how come um, the twins, and they're the only twins in the 48 group existing. They're not really given that much exposure in MVs. I mean, we've gone through a lot of MVs now. Well, China obviously got into the Team L MV of Igaini Mango. Yeah. And yeah, besides that, I would think they would need a bigger exposure since they have a big fan base. Yeah, if we're going by the It's Showtime auditions, yeah. The shame SL is gone. Yeah, which is another topic entirely. Okay, so so going on to after the first general election and then the some girls going. Okay, so during the first gen, so we already uh, did the Senbatsu, the undergirls, and then the next girls. Okay, so during this first year, so a lot of the girls got exposed to being featured in the Dalawang Pag-ibig Niya music video and Himig Handog. Yeah, being featured there. So yeah, the Senbatsu of the 116 were prominent in front, of course, but it also featured everybody else, much like I could see the undergirls there as centered by Nice, and the next girls as centered by Sha. Yeah. So yeah, they're pretty much featured. Maybe if you if you're not looking in the right place, you don't see maybe your favorite or your oshi within that music video. But so regarding Senbatsu, so counting also Dalawang Pag-ibig Niya, Senbatsu also featured in Aitakata and Talot and Sakura. Okay, and on those MVs. Yeah, so basically got three MVs giving exposure to the top 16 members of ML48, the Senbatsu. Okay. So what I find at least what management could have done is that they could have also given like at least a song, if not an MV, to the undergirls and the next girls at this juncture. Okay. So because we got the first single or album, yeah, in which it featured Aitakata, Talot and Sakura, both sung by the Senbatsu, and then Umindak Nasaya, sung by Team L, centered by Lei. Okay, so I mean, we could have added more songs to it. I mean, just like 3 songs and then 3 instrumental. I think that's how their albums were designed to do, or at least like produced to do. Yeah, but it would have been better, I guess, management had they at least exposed some of the next girls, and given them their own songs. Like I said, the songs could be okay just in the album. MV, maybe not, maybe yes. Just to, I mean, if you give them an MV, that would be great, you know, for them, since you're giving equal exposure to every 16 girls within the group. Okay. So regarding the undergirls, centered by Nice, I remember Nice saying that her favorite song was First Rabbit. I mean, since we don't actually have an MV of First Rabbit, you might as well have given this song to the undergirls, since Nice was the center and she liked it, and that would have been great for her and great for the group. At least their voices was heard within the first album had it been included. For the next girls, it's kind of tricky because it should also be a coupling song, and what I could think of, at least from what song I could pull out of AKB48, we could give them a unit song. Yeah, one thing that stands out, which is cute, was a unique song called Kimi Dakiwi Chu Chu Chu, or in English is Kiss 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 Only for You. Yeah. So I mean, it seemed to be could have worked for them. Yeah. So basically, let's say including, you could have at least 5 songs. 5 songs if you include the Team L song within that album. Yeah. So there would have been equal exposure for all the girls. Yeah. In some way or another. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to the. I also like to point out, if you remember the high school episode, that special week, I believe it was from episode 30, yeah, to 35, in which they showed girls who have improved in singing. Yeah. So what was that list? Okay, that special week where 12 girls from the group were brought in to do a special episodes, because they were like voted, at least by the staff, who improved in singing. So they were like Sheki, Daryl, Eka, Bray, Faith, Gab, Erica, Alice, Lay, Grace, Sella, and Colleen. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so I just want to point out, because from this group of those best singers in high school, all of them have appeared in an MV, except 2. Those are Daryl and Eka. Well, I would say Daryl and Eka appeared in an MV in Team M2, but not in a mixed group, like I said, like a Senbatsu for an MV. They're not included, which is kind of odd for me as well. I mean, they've been chosen by the staff as one of the best improved singers, yet they haven't been given a chance to appear in a music video with other girls besides their own team. Okay. So there you go. Okay, so moving on to what seems to be maybe a blatant act of favoritism to me, was during the Pag-ibig Fortune Cookie, when they redid the Senbatsu. Okay, they removed like 8 girls. They removed 8 girls of the original first year Senbatsu, and inserted these girls. Okay, So what was left from the first Senbatsu were Sheki, Abby, Sella, Ella, Gab, Jem, Fate, and Alyssa. And then the other 8 were the new girls to replace uh, Tin, Sayaka, Lara, Grace, Quincy, Erica, and they get that. They got all of them. Yeah, Erica, Quincy, Grace, Lara, Sayaka, Ash, there you go, and Alice and Tin. So yeah, they were removed, which was kind of strange, since a number of those girls were popular. Okay, so management decided to insert these girls in. Okay, so they inserted Colleen, Rance, Bray, Belle, Kay, Jan, Lay, and Mari. Okay. What's strange about this is that Rance and Colleen were, I guess, were KKS before, and then they were promoted from the KKS to the main group, since some members decided to leave. Yeah. So from the looks of it, this seems to be a very quick promotion from these two to be included immediately in the new Senbatsu. Okay, for Pacific Fortune Cookie. Yeah. Okay, I could defend regarding Colleen's inclusion, since in high school it's been shown that she's vastly improved. So once you improve, you get rewarded. So yeah, Colleen's in. Okay, same thing with Bray. It's also included in the high school special episode, so she's in as well. Okay, same with Lei. Same thing, high school, improved, singing in the Senbatsu. Okay. So yeah, yeah, really puzzling why Mari, Belle, Kay, and Jan were inserted. Kay was kind of, I guess, was kind of a replacement for Sayaka. You think? So we could put another half Japanese member the within the the new Senbatsu, yeah, replacing the old one. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, so pretty much this kind of like stayed. This basically this new Senbatsu that spawned from the Pacific Fortune Cookie was used for the first Rabbit song, and see here, and almost pretty much intact in a way when they went into the third single, 365 Araw ng Aeroplano Papel, or 365 AEP. Okay, so yeah, just a slight change, only like 4 changes were there. Technically removing Alyssa, Ella, Gab, and Jan. It was just kind of funny because Jan was just inserted into Pacific Fortune Cookie and then removed immediately. Okay. And what's I guess a little bit hurtful was for Gab, because she wished that she would at least center for 365, or maybe be a part of it. She wasn't. For some reason, management, I guess, didn't hear it. They removed her and replaced these 4 girls with Ruth, Deanne, Dana, and Sayaka returning into this new Senbatsu for the 3rd single. Okay. So yeah. Oh, and also they did a unit, gospel unit, Amazing Grace. So you had Sheki, Brave, Belle, Fate, Rance, and Ali. And so this is the first time Ali got to be in an MV as part of a unit. Yeah. So yeah, so all these familiar names I've been hearing, you've been seeing or hearing since since the first year voted in Senbatsu by the fans. And then some of them removed and replaced with these girls. Yeah, so some of the you get to hear repeated names of certain members that seem to always be inserted in certain music videos. Yeah. So yeah, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I think the same way could also the bingo. Yeah. So that third new set of Senbatsu also sang bingo. Okay. So now we go to fourth, the fourth single, which is Ikaw Ang Melody. Okay, and that was voted by fans. And yeah, so and this is the lineup we got. So going from the top to bottom: Ali, Sella, Abby, Sheki, Jamie, Alice, Ash, Rance, Fate, Jan, Gab, Jem, Kyla, Grace, Rowie, and Thea. So yeah, though Sayaka was actually voted in at number 5, and Thea was the center of the undergirls. But then Sayaka graduated, and therefore everyone moved up in the rank. So yeah. So yeah, as you can see from the voted in first year Senbatsu, comparing to the second year Senbatsu, um, Ash got back in, as did Grace. Yeah, and let's see who else. Alice, yeah, of course, Alice. So those three who's it seems to reflect how much fans, or at least their fan base, at least votes for them, and how big their fan base is because they got in for the second. So I'd highlight Alice, Grace, and Ash for that, for being back in, as well as the new people, like Kyla and Rowie, which is a surprise. They would get in, and even Jan, who only had a Senbatsu for the Pag-ibig Fortune Cookie, is in Ikaw Ang Melody, the second year Senbatsu, which is a big accomplishment since it goes to show that she also has a big fan base. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, but a little disconcerting at this point when, from what I was told by a reliable source, that when this second year Senbatsu came up, I guess someone was unhappy with it. I guess it didn't turn out the way he thought. Uh, I mean, it wasn't to his liking. Basically, he said that, from what I was told, that oh, that's just gonna be for this song, for this album. My next album, it's gonna change. So that I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically he said. So because he wasn't really happy with what came up here, with the second year Senbatsu, which fans voted in. So which goes to think that some of his favorite people or girls within the group were not in this Senbatsu. Okay. So I guess a few change with the second year. They decided to do an MV for Undergirls, which is good, which is Gingham Check. And yeah, and we're still waiting for that to come out. Ever since the teaser, yeah, it's been like almost this. It's almost the second week now that we still haven't have any news when the MV is gonna come out. Yeah, might be regarding something that I can't mention, but yeah. So moving on. Yeah, so for the second year Senbatsu, they also get to sing So Long. Yeah, unfortunately, they don't make an MV for that. We just have to live with that. Okay. So yeah. So it's also unfortunate that the next girls, for the second year, aren't getting at least a song. I mean, regardless of the MV, they should have been given a song as well, much like the other girls. So I can't really think of any song that could fit the next girls, unless we do the Choo 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 song from AKB48 subunit. Yeah, Tentomochu. Yeah, if you've seen like Kimi ni Dake Choo Choo Choo. Yeah, in which Nana Okada is part of that subunit. As well as Kojima Mako, Nishino, and so on and so on. Yeah, basically the Three Musketeers. Yeah, okay, so going on. So it was later announced that the fifth album or the fifth single, which we still don't know what the song is. So they announced it in no particular order, going from the top, which was centered by Gab. Yeah, I mean, congratulations to Gab, he's finally centering. Okay, and the other members are Issa, Belle, Jamie, Cole, Sheki, Abby, Sella, Ali, Deanne, Isabel, Lainey, Rans, Alice, Kay, and Faith. Okay. Okay, so a little kind of puzzling here now. Okay, so basically, Ali's no longer the center. Okay. Which is kind of disheartening because, I mean, Sheki was given like 3, 4, 4 chances to become the center of their music videos. Now, Ali only gets 1. And for the next album, she gets demoted from being the center now to make way for Gab. I mean, I'm happy for Gab. I'm just sad for Ali. I mean, you'd think they would do the same. The management would do Ali the same gratitude, or the same way they would treat Ali the same way they did Sheki during the first year. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of pleasing. Also, I'm glad that since the next girls don't have their song or MV, at least some of the next girls were included in the this lineup for the fifth single, namely Isabel, Cole, Lainey. Yeah, and at least Alice was not removed. Faith still continues her streak of MVs. Mm. Oh yeah, and kind of noticeable is 365 Senbatsu was not included here. Some of the members of that 365 Senbatsu were not included in the fifth single, such as Dana and Ruth. So they're like one-hit wonders. Yeah, but maybe they'll be back. We'll see. Yeah, it's also funny. I mean, they could have used also this opportunity to include a lot more of the next girls in the fifth single, since I mean, some of the girls here are undergirls, and they're already having their MV with Gingham Check, and still they're included in this fifth single, like Issa, like Belle and Kay, yeah, and Deanne, yeah. So I'm not sure how the selection process is, because I mean, if we continue with the fan voting, it seems very fair, because at least we know who the fans want to be in the Senbatsu. So yeah, and I mean, if it's this is the selection process, who would be in the MV or who would be in the Senbatsu of certain singles or MVs? Is it really based on singing ability, dancing ability? I mean, there should be more of a criteria. Like, I mean, it's in some way what 48 Talk Derek mentioned that, okay, ML48, you sing great, yeah, you perform great on stage, you have the voices. Now what? Okay. I mean, uh, it's almost like they're like how he mentioned as a one-trick pony. Yeah. I mean, they're good at this, but is there anything else they could offer? You know. I mean, which goes back to the way that saying regarding favoritism. I mean, all these members are always there, always being chosen to be up front, much like AKB48. But what's the difference with AKB48? Sure, the popular members always go in front. All right, they're always there. They're always guesting on TV shows, on talk shows, yeah, and game shows. And let's see here. But then again, they don't have a TV show in which certain members could show their potential, not just in singing, but in variety. And that's what's lacking here with MNL48. They don't have a variety show to showcase that talent, to showcase that potential. At least they're being exposed that way, if they're not being exposed through MVs. Yeah. So with this deal with ABS-CBN, so we're hoping that they do get that variety show to give more exposure to those who really need it, to show other talents rather than just singing and dancing. I mean, that's always already in there. That's why you're in an idol group. You do that. But then I want to see like comedy. I mean, if we get comedy, those gag things on the variety show does. I mean, JD, Daryl, Sess, Lay, Eka, Lara, so much potential we could see there. And it just doesn't have to be singing ability, it could be acting ability. Yeah. How to make people laugh. Yeah. How to make people cry. Let's see, their athleticism. Yeah. I mean, Cole is very athletic. I'm pretty sure she is. Yeah, like through the obstacle course, much like in AK Bingo. If you know, AK Bingo is gone now. Maybe this is the chance for MNL48 to use at least use that system now. To do variety. Yeah. So I mean, it's hard for some of the girls. I mean, since you're not getting exposed, I mean, you're training every day, working hard to try to at least get into an MV, and then you're not chosen. I mean, what are you gonna do? Sit in the mansion all day? I mean, sure, there are mall shows. Yeah, that's, I guess, a benefit of being a mall show for the practice and the training, so you could you're out there in the masses. Yeah. But then to get an MV is almost like a very high achievement for the other members. At least, wow, finally I made it right here. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, until that time comes when you are part of an MV, at least if we do have a show, a variety show in a way, to at least showcase different talents, to expose different potentials, at least to get that exposure in a different way rather than just a mall show or an MV. At least people will get to know you, people will get to see you, like that, to know that you're still there within the group. Yeah. So I mean, I wish it does, so they get that show. So at least this kind of favoritism, at least, is what seems blatantly obvious, that certain girls are being presented all the time. I mean, let's try to stop that. If we do get that show, a TV show, that variety show, or anything, so at least the loss of not being in an MV won't be felt. At least you have this medium to fall back onto. And believe me, a lot of AKB48 members, 48 group members, were discovered on how good they are in different things, and not just as exposure for an MV. Yeah. So yeah, I presented in the, should I say presented my case, but yeah, but like I said, it's pretty obvious that what's going on within management. They're grooming certain people to be exposed out there, then leaving some others on the wayside, especially those who worked hard, or at least their fans worked hard to get them there. Yeah. So yeah, so I guess there's nothing much left to say. Rambling on. Well, I just presented everything that I need to do. Oh yeah, that's one thing I want to say certain things about. I mean, there, especially regarding songs, I guess that the other like undergirls or next girls could do. I mean, yeah, I mean the album is like 3 songs and then the instrumental. I mean, should be more. Not sure. Is it expensive to put in more songs in the albums? I mean, some of the songs aren't be sung in the concert. I mean, they could be used to at least give out to the other 16 girls within the group. Like I said, the undergirls or the next girls. Like let's say Partiga Hajimaru-yo, yeah, MNL48, Labrador Retriever. I think it's more the Team M2 song, which I'm hoping they do an MV of that, unless they have another song in mind. 1234 Yoroshiku. Yeah, this would be a Team N4 song. It's actually an SKE48 song as well, and one that I've been waiting for a long time. That I wish it's this. I wish it's the 5th single song, Heavy Rotation. I mean, we've been hearing it a lot, but haven't actually seen anything done with it. I wish they do that, but I'm hearing rumors that it might be River for the 5th single. Well, we'll see. Okay, and then there's Kokoro no Placard, which I hear that Fate centered in the concert. I mean, hey, why not give this to Fate? You know, maybe it's give her a new group of girls. And I believe Shina and Shira was also part of this group that presented it in the concert. So why not keep that group together? You know, just add a few other girls, and this could be an additional song or maybe an MV. I like that song too. Corona Placard. Okay, and then there's another song which is Aisatsu. Okay, my writing's wrong. Aisatsu Hajimayo, like that. So Kami, I think it's Aisatsu Kami Hajimayo. Yeah, Team 8 song, which is this song could be the whole group as well. You know, to be exposed, to be presented to it. You know, kind of like when they did the Lompag Ibig, yeah, all the members are there. This could fit in all the group members since if you've seen my reaction video to it and the way the music video was done by Team 8, if it could be done that same way, that would be amazing. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, okay, so pretty much that's it. Yeah, at least to avoid, you know, adding more songs, giving more songs for other members to do, would avoid the the interpretation that there's favoritism in there. I mean, but I guess you can't avoid that because sometimes you keep hearing and seeing the same people or hearing the same names that are presented out there. But yeah, I mean, something has to really be done about it. I mean, it seems that one person there is choosing who should be exposed because they're their favorites. Yeah, it seems wrong and underhanded to me, really. I mean, so management should really work on it. And I guess this is one of the parts that, you know, saying how management is not really doing their best uh, for the girls because, you know, like I said, some members are getting more exposure while others are getting left behind. And sometimes when you get left behind, you get discouraged and then you leave. Yeah. Seems to be a trending that's happening lately. So yeah, so I guess that's all I have to say regarding this. Yeah, regarding the favoritism. So to HHE, please stop. Give the other girls a chance. I mean, even a lot of the international community are asking for girls, for some of the other girls that have been featured in movies, to give them a chance, show them to us. You know, I mean, you already wasted time with the other first generation, but some of them that didn't get exposed and then they're gone now. Okay, so it seems to be happening as well, still in a way. Uh, Maybe sooner or later, hopefully later, that you won't lose girls due to this that was that word, to this wrong way of handling things. Yeah, I guess that's my message. Well, I don't know, am I, if you're gonna listen to me? I'm just saying, stating an opinion, stating what seems to be there. So yeah, so I guess that's all I have to say about it. So to the other girls who hopefully, you get the exposure you need. Hopefully some things will work out, especially with this deal with ABS-CBN, and hopefully the theater. Taking a long way for the MNL48 theater to get up. Hopefully when the theater comes up, you get more exposure that way as well. I mean, not all of us could, not all of you girls could go abroad and perform there. But yeah, when you have the theater, at least fans would come there and see you. Those who love you, the MNLoves, who really support you, who choose you as your oshi. Yeah. So yeah, uh, this vlog might be a mess, but that's much as I could do. Well, I mean, it's unscripted, just talking the way how I see it. Okay, so pretty much ends it like this. So let's end it this way then. God bless, show less. Bye bye.